Illustrated. I wanted to show you how to get to be able to pick some of the campsites at some of the federal government campgrounds, national campgrounds across the country, and it's pretty simple. And it's using Recreation.gov, and some people may not be aware of it, but it's this site that we use when we're making any future reservations or reservations past we made. But to get to it, what you do is you go to your internet browser using Safari on a MacBook, and you just basically type in Recreation.gov, or you can go to Google and search for Recreation.gov. To me, it's just easy to type in the URL, the address there, Recreation.gov. Recreation.gov has a lot of information on it. If you got the time to go and read and browse through it, by all means do it. You might come across some things you didn't know about. Like here's fee-free day fun at Tumakakori National Historical Park. Or at least that's the picture. I'm not sure if it's just that place or if that's just a picture where the picture was at, but anyway, it's just a lot of different things. 10 Yosemite Valley camping alternatives. I mean, just different things. And of course, it shows enter a lottery, which that's not the kind of lottery you go play at the store. It's a different type of lottery for them. You can build a trip, which is something new, which we're going to have to check that out, and maybe we'll have a video on that later. Make a reservation. But let's say you don't know where you want to go. Let's say we want to go to Gatlinburg, Tennessee. There it shows up as a possibility. And after it does its little search, it's going to come up and it's going to list a bunch of different places here. Corner a little bit to the middle. You got the left, you got the middle, and you got the right. Now over here on the right, you got a map. And it's going to show you all these different things. It shows you the Great Smoky Mountains National Park. It's going to show you, what's this right here? Twin Creeks Picnic Pavilion. Different things. So it shows you on the map. What we like to do is go over here to the left and we click on this little tab here for campgrounds. And what that does is it just selects all the campgrounds. There's 218 of them that is showing within the distance here. You can sort by relevance. You can sort by names. But anyway, as you can see, Gatlinburg is in this area right here. And all these little like up arrows or tents, that's what those are. Those are tents. Those are showing different campgrounds. And there's a bunch of them over here. And I think there's Cades Cove. Cades Cove is a popular one. Let's pick that one. So there we are, Cades Cove, and click on it, go to their site. And then here it brings you up to the page just for that campground. You can tell this is Cades Cove Campground, Tennessee. It's in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park. That's a link you can click on it, go and browse and research some more. It's part of the National Park Service. Sometimes you might come across one that says U.S. Army Corps of Engineers, or some people call it COE for Corps of Engineers. Doesn't mean that you have to be in the Army to use it. It's just who runs it. Up here, you see at the top, it's got a red box, new firewood regulation, beginning last year, March 1st. It just tells you different information. I'm not going to go through the whole thing. It also tells you beginning November 29th that sites A1 through A3 and B1 through B14 will remain open for camping through early spring. It just gives you a lot of information. So if you go straight down the middle here, under facility details, you have an overview, you have natural features about it, recreation, what you can do there. It tells you about a 5-mile round trip hike here to Abram Falls, the facilities, nearby attractions, and activities and amenities. And to us, this is an important area because it tells you if they have dump stations, it tells you if they have water, it tells you if they have electricity, just different types of things. So right here, what you look for, it has dump stations. So it tells you right there that they do have a dump station there available. That's important to us. It may be important to you, or it may not be. To us, it's an important thing. They also have drinking water, which tells me that they either have drinking water available at the sites, or they have spigots throughout the campground that you can have access to. I believe this one doesn't have spigots at the sites themselves. We've never been there, but upon my research and talking to other people and seeing other videos, they don't. They just have spigots throughout the park that you can have access to. But anyway, just some other information you should look at. Trying to see if there's anything that might be important to you. They do have fire rings, flush toilets. That might be important to you. That if you don't want to use your own toilet inside your camper, you can use their flush toilets. They have a general store, so they have some things there for sale that you might need or run out of. Know before you go. Bear habitat. That's an important thing. Firewood regulations, we mentioned before. It says there are no showers or electric, water, or sewer hookups in the park. Some accessible sites have 5 amp electric hookups for medical equipment use. Gives you the quiet hours. Generator use is restrictions. And it says some campgrounds, I think this is a generic term for what they're using there in the park, but they have generator free sections. So if you in a camper, you don't want to use a generator, you don't want to hear a generator, you can select certain loops in this campground to where you can be in an area like that. Fire's allowed, fire rings only, maximum 6 people. If you want to fish, you got to have a Tennessee or North Carolina fishing license. Pets are permitted, but cannot be left unattended. Just different information, phone number, website. Bicycle only day runs from May through September on Wednesday and Saturday until 10 a.m. And what they do is they have a loop. I believe it's like an 11-mile loop. And on those certain days, May through September, on Wednesday and Saturday until 10 a.m., they allow you to ride your bikes. It says during this time, cars are not permitted on the Cades Cove Loop Road. So if you want to ride your bike around there, you can. You just won't be able to drive a car before 10 o'clock on Wednesdays and Saturdays between May and September. Getting there gives you GPS information. If you're one of those geeks that likes to type in coordinates, it gives you driving directions from Maryville, Tennessee or Pigeon Forge, Tennessee. And it also gives you a mailing address. So you can use this address to put into your GPS and do things like that. So phone number. There's a phone number you want to do or call, you can do that. They got the facility map, they got the site list, the 8 ratings, visitor photos. I'm not going to really get into all that. I'm going to show you how to get to a campsite. So what you're going to do over here on the left, find sites. So your availability, click on arrival date. Let's say we want to go in July. Let's say we want to go during the middle of the week when it's not too crowded or not as crowded. Let's say we want to go for 2 nights. We want to go July 12th through July 14th. And it's not flexible. Now, if you are flexible and within 2 weeks or 4 weeks, then you can select those. And it will, just in case those 2 nights are not available, it will go and try to find 2 more nights available during that flexible time period. You can click a loop. You can click generator free loop or loop B1, A15. We're going to click that because we have a generator. You can select a site number if you know exact site. Looking for a RV site, you can click trailer sites, tents, tent onlys. You can go all through those, but we have an RV, so we're gonna click that. I don't really deal with this too much. You can, and you can get your sites down, to a more narrow search. I'm not gonna worry about that. I know they don't have electricity. I know they don't have water. I know they don't have sewer. I'm not gonna worry about any of that. I know they allow pets, so it's just useless to click on any of that. It's going to restrict my search. So length. I'm going to say our RV is 33 feet long. So what we can do is we can click search. Now over here it comes up and it shows that there's 17 sites available for those 2 nights. And what you can do is you can click on that. Whoops. That actually, it just picked the same sites again. It's all or those 17. It just clicked the same thing. But anyway, you go through here and you can click on the little map. Let's say what's this one right here. Actually, I just hovered over it with the mouse, and it brought up this little box with this information, a little picture of the site. It says it's a paved driveway surface. It's back in. Maximum vehicle length is 35 feet, and the shade is full, and the site width is 13 feet. So let's say, that sounds pretty interesting. I might want to go there. So let's click on it. Actually, I clicked on the map. But anyway, there's where the site. It kind of gives you, shows you where the site is at in the park. I'll click off this just to give you a little bit more. There, it kind of shows you where that site is in the park here. So here's the Abrams Creek. Here's the entrance. Zoom in a little bit more here. I'll show you some of these facility features. All right, this shows that there's a bathhouse here, or excuse me, a restroom with flush toilets here. There's the amphitheater, more toilets. This is the general store. You got parking, you got the phone, ranger station, just different things like that. And if you look around more, you should be able to find like where the dump station's at. Like there's the dump stations over here on this loop, so you're gonna have to come all the way back over here to use the dump station. But anyway, I want to go to this site, so I'm gonna click on there, bring up see details. Now it's gonna bring me up a page just for that one campsite. You go down here, it's gonna show you it's available. This campsite's available a lot during this time, so I could actually pick extra days. I can pick those 2 days. I can pick those 2 days. You know, if I want to change my days, I can. I can also change right here. I can change the nights. Let's go 4 nights. There. Now you select this 4 nights. Let's just say let's pick those 4 nights, or this. So wherever you click it does the beginning night. So let's just say we're gonna come in on Friday. We're gonna leave on Tuesday. So that's 4 nights. $20 per night, or $140 per week. So it tells you, gives you a time or a price. The arrival date is here. Departure date's here. You can book these dates. It gives you more details about the site. Site specific drive-in. Check-in times at 1. Checkouts at 12. Max or minimum 1 person. Max of 6. Domestic pets allowed. Maximum 2 vehicles. It's a paved back-end driveway. Driveway length is 43 feet. Maximum vehicle length is 35 feet, which means you can have a little bit longer on there. It's full shade. Tells you the site length again. Site width, tent pad length, tent pad width. There's a tent pad there. Campfire is allowed. It's in good condition according to them. Location rating's good according to them. And it's just a standard site. So it does have a picnic table and it does have a fire pit. So it gives you all that information. Now if you want to see what the picture or what the site looks like, click on that picture and it opens it up a little bit bigger. So it kind of shows you. And show you something that's a little bit useful. I'm going to go off here. If you look at this picture, see where these people are standing back here at the back. This camper is kind of in there at an angle, which I don't understand why they did that. But anyway, if you notice, there's a little bumper back here, and that's a kind of a wheel stopper, the end of the paved pad there at the site. Now, this site said that maximum vehicle length was 35 feet. You can actually go in there on this site with a little bit longer. And what you have to do is you have to do some research. And you have to look at these pictures. It doesn't show a tree really close right there. Some sites you will see a tree about right in the middle right there. You'll see a tree. But obviously you can't back up any further. But generally trailers have a big overhang, or RVs have a big overhang from the rear wheel to the back. So taking in consideration with that you can actually put your RV a little bit back. It may hang over. You want to make sure that the height of your RV will clear that little stop down there. So if you got a real low hanging RV, you may not be able to do it. If you got a trailer that sits up high, it'd be a lot easier for you. But just know that you might be able to get a bigger RV into some of these sites at national parks than what they say the site is for, and they usually don't have a problem with it. Just make sure you do your research. Make sure there's no trees blocking you or anything else blocking you. There's no other campsites, trash cans, poles. Sometimes they'll put lantern poles out there, so make sure there's not a lantern pole that's going to get in the way. I mean, there could be a lantern pole over to the side, and you got a slide that comes out. You know, that's not going to work for you. So just a little tip there when you're looking at these sites that you might be able to get a little bit bigger RV there. We've done it at another campground, and we got reservations there again coming up Memorial Day, I believe, and we're going to the same site. It says it won't fit our camper, but it does. We've been there and even the guy at the gate, he said, yeah, it was great. So anyway, what you're gonna do? So you decide that you can go Friday, July 15th, stay for 4 nights. You're gonna leave on Tuesday, July 19th at $20 a night. So you can $80. So what you need is you can book these dates, and it's gonna bring you up here. If you're existing customer, you're gonna type in your username, which is your email address. Give them your password. If you're not an existing customer, you're new to this, you can click on New Customer. And what you can do is you can type in your name, your email address, make up a password, put your telephone number in. You can put additional phone numbers, organization if you have one. You put your address. Then you can continue to go through that. Then it's going to bring you to the reservation site. It's going to ask you to put in your credit card information, and then it's going to let you submit it. You'll receive an email with confirmation on it. You can print it out. You can save it in your email. But you can also go back over here where it says sign in or sign up. When you're signed in, it will show your information there, and it will say profile or something over here. And you click on that, and it will show you your current and your past reservations. So we made reservations for July 15th through July 19th on here, let's just say. So we could go, come around July 1st, like, oh man, what was that site number? We can go to our profile and look at current reservations and pull it up, and it will tell us exactly what our site was at, what site it was, when we're going, and we can go back and look at it again. That's if we don't print up the email or print up the confirmation or anything. But anyway, it kind of shows you up here. You do a sign in, you get your order details, you review the cart, you check out, and you get the confirmation. So it's very simple. If you have any questions or comments about how to use Recreation.gov to get a campsite, by all means, leave a comment down below, and we'll get back with you. Thanks a lot for watching this, and we hope to see you out there on the road at some of these campsites. Bye, folks.